Good morning. How you guys doing? I've been up since 4 a.m. Took a Zoom call in California. It's technically broadcasting from the future, streaming from the future. I don't know what I was doing from the future. Look at these fields. Look at these fields. Beautiful, glorious farm fields. I think those are vineyards out there. Did a live stream after the phone call because I knew everybody would be awake on the East Coast. And it went surprisingly well. I think that is due to the fact that bandwidth traffic is at a low early in the morning because my Wi-Fi has been very shoddy. It takes a long time to upload videos to YouTube. So I don't know. I'm still figuring out the live streaming schedule because can't go without a live stream or two. But I'm really loving this selfie stick. It's really great. One thing is for certain, it's going to be very hard to get on a structured live streaming schedule. I don't know what the frequency is going to be, but I'm really glad that this test run went really well, and hopefully we'll be able to do more of that ilk in the future.
מה זה כיף ומה זה אוויר טוב? לא, אני רוצה מזגן. קמתי, הגרון שלי כולו סגור, כאילו רק מהמזגן, והאוזן שלי כואבת.
אבל למה את מתקלחת אז? עשית ריצה?
כי עשיתי ריצה בלילה, כדי שיתקרר. 910. יפה, נכון?
כשמת לגליצה את רוצה לבוא.
כן, לא ידעתי שאתם באים.
That is Iraqi gold that was given to Inav on her bat mitzvah from her Saba Sammi, that which is Iraqi gold from Iraq. The Saba's from Kirkuk.
בואי נועה, תגידי שלום לסבתא עמליה, בואי.
Right. And we're going to talk to Saba Sammi at a later date. We're going to talk to Saba Sammi about Iraq and Kirkuk. Again? Yes.
נפט, בנזין.
Saba is Iraqi Jew. He's an Iraqi Jew and came to Israel when he was 8 years old from Kirkuk because his whole family was pushed out of Iraq. And it was a very long time ago. And Saba Sammi's lived here since. So here's a little additional context for the clip you just saw just now before this. Sammi is from Iraq, as I said. His whole family had to leave Iraq because they were essentially kicked out when Israel was formed. The same thing happened all over Arab countries in the Middle East. They expelled their Jews, and those Jews came to Israel. So Saba Sammi came here in the 50s, and he brought with him the remnants of his family's fortune. They had some gold. They used to be bankers, and if I'm understanding this story correctly, I think I have this correct. I really should double check with my wife. Basically, the gold those gold coins are all that they have left from their possessions in Iraq, and they've become family heirlooms that are passed down during bar and bat mitzvahs. So Inav's gold, that Iraqi gold piece, is like a family heirloom from her roots in Kirkuk, Iraq, via her grandfather. That's the full explanation. This is a good introduction for Sammi because we're going to sit down with him and hear a detailed account of what happened to him and his family in Kirkuk, Iraq. At a later point in time, I'm not sure who's going to be the translator because Sammi only speaks Arabic and Hebrew. So it'll either be my wife or it will be her uncle, Gilit's husband. Who I think he's Moroccan and Yemenite, I'm not sure. He has his own story to tell. So.
אתה זוכר את סבא סמי?
כן, עכשיו באנו, אמר לו רג'ל.
רג'ל כזה, עם כדור וטיק טק יפה. חוברת צביעה.
חוברת צביעה קניתי לך. קניתי להם חוברת צביעה עם חבילת טושים.
וואי, חזק.
Dad, what's this?
He used to do this when you were a little boy, and he goes.
תביא לי את המפתחות של האוטו, את המפתחות. את המפתחות, לא. את זה. את זה, את זה. את זה, מה? את זה.
אתה יודע לעשות?
של האוטו.
לא, I don't know.
I don't
know.
Thank you very clutch.
Yeah, thank you very clutch.
Thank you very clutch.
I want pizza.
בישראל
Pizza.
לא
Pizza.
No, we're closed. Holy mother, I am exhausted. I've been up since 4 a.m. and I think it's about 6 at night. You know, that's the problem when you come out here and, you know, there's a 7-hour time difference and your phone, like my stuff didn't automatically like change, like the clock didn't shift to the right time. And so you kind of go through the day like not really knowing what time it is, or, you know, that sense that you feel about, you know, yourself at a certain time of day, like, oh, it's lunchtime, time to eat lunch, or, oh, it's the morning, I should be drinking coffee and doing this, you know what I mean? All of that stuff gets thrown out of whack, and it takes a while to find the rhythm again. And because I had to do a Zoom call, as I mentioned, I did a Zoom call this morning super early, which I'm going to try to do every Tuesday. I was up super early, and it was cool because I got to do some other stuff that I needed to do, but it has left me exhausted. I can't talk about it now, but I have to do a lot of brainstorming for the upcoming next few months. Some developments have changed things, not for the worse, but things have become challenging, or I don't know. I'm sort of free falling in a good way, I think. But it requires me to do some serious work. Sorry to be so cryptic. And lastly, as I'm preparing to put my new film, not my new film, my old film, Romeo's Distress, on YouTube for free, it looks like it is going to be back on Amazon Prime in some capacity. I don't know if it's Amazon or Amazon Prime. I don't know if it's TVOD or if it's free with Prime. Like, I don't know what the exact parameters will be, but it looks like it's going to be back, and hopefully it'll be back in all English-speaking territories on Amazon, as well as all Spanish-speaking territories. So it might probably be a few months before that happens. But in the meantime, I'm gonna follow through with what I said I was gonna do. I'm gonna put it on YouTube along with the commentary version, and release the commentary as a podcast. And I'm just ready to grind more. Like really grind, like put out as many videos as I can, because the more videos I have out, the more I can monetize them. The more monetized videos, the more revenue I can bring in. The more revenue I can bring in, the more autonomous I could possibly be without having to find supplemental income in the future. I'm gonna have to do that no matter what, but long story. So yeah, more on that tomorrow. It was really cool to see Saba Sammi today, and we will definitely be seeing more of him in these vlogs. So I'm going to crash and edit this thing real quick on my phone, throw it up, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace and hair grease.